Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Allied General. I'm Mysterious JG. Kasserine is being a bit of a rough patch, for sure, but I think it is doable. We've got, this is their flak can, their anti-aircraft gun. I do believe, based on what I've read, we do need to retake those two cities. But I think the main German army is going to get smashed against our defenses because they're on aggressive AI mode. So what I'm going to suggest we do first is try to bomb their anti-air. Lovely. See, they've got, this is infantry, this is an anti-tank gun, this is artillery. Let's hit artillery next. Wasn't as good a result as I'd hoped. Let's just park you in between these guys so that you can be an escort for both. And then for you, all right. Our surprise attack from the north kills anti-tank guns still in their trucks. I'm calling that a win. Our big problem is going to be anybody coming in. They take this city and then they decide to move west and north. Could be a little troublesome. No, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Fuck me, that wasn't good. That actually sucked. Okay, and you guys need to probably get more ammo on every single turn. Oh, I could have gotten elite replacements for you. I didn't realize that was a lost opportunity. That was like all of my prestige. That was probably a mistake right there. I want to get rid of a bunch of their infantry, or... Yeah, there's no other way we're getting rid of these damn tanks other than with bombers. And I positioned this guy before realizing I'd moved them here. But yeah, we need bombers to get rid of all this armor, and as tempting as this is, it's not a good idea to have this French infantry positioned there. Maybe I will buy... Yeah, I just wasted a bunch of... Could I place a gun? Can't place one here because there's German troops touching the city. Yeah, like a gun here would have been really useful in future turns. You just keep an eye on that road. This is generally stupid, but I want to finish these guys off as fast as I can. I shouldn't have done that. I'm being impatient. let's get over here and start threatening their objectives as early as we can. Oh, hold on a second. You got a recon vehicle here. What's your vision range? Spotting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is probably alright. I'd like within a couple of turns to be able to be attacking City Bonzid while managing to keep forces around Kasserine or even moving south. Yeah, this is not being my finest hour, as Churchill might call it. This is actually it's actually being pretty rough. Because they are right on top of that city early. We're in the rough patch. We got the first attack and we barely did anything to them. Those are Tiger tanks. Those are the elite of the German Wehrmacht. I don't want to lose track of how much fuel any of my guys have. You, for example, need to go back here and get refueled. Don't have advanced airfield positions. You should have plenty of fuel. You're going to run out of ammo before you run out of fuel. All right, but unchallenged supremacy in the sky is turns out to be pretty helpful. Got any more air that I haven't used? I think we've used all our air. Yep. So it does look like we're going to hold Kasserine, unless at some point some guys are going to come from down here. Okay. Oh, I should have attacked with the French first. But I can come in with the French and pincer them. Because wiping out these units is just giving me some much needed, because I spent so heavily at the beginning of this thing. This is giving me some... Okay, you can't attack ground troops. You can only... This unit has good soft and hard attack, but like they're great on defense, as it turns out. It's really hoping that these guys could not have to fire this turn, but I would like to wipe that troop out. We got turns. I mean, I think my thing that I've got to do here is... Oh, can they could sneak in there. That's not good. But I'm trying to get to a point where I'm going to just wipe out this German group here that was aggressive gets wiped, and then we can retake objectives and probably come down south here last and deal with whatever. Because there was a force, but it wasn't as big as this one, I think, that we've already... Because we got, like, these Tiger tanks are going to be rough. But we've weakened them severely. This anti-tank gun here is pretty nasty. It'll be another one. Air is going to be the way to beat it. I just wish we had airfields that were farther forward, because we're gonna lose some time bringing guys back for refueling. We can't just be doing constant sorties over their army here. This is the kind of situation I was hoping for. But no effect of that barrage. The bridging engineers have enough heart attack. They should be able to... Okay, never mind. Nobody hurt anybody there. Now, anti-tank guns, as powerful as they are, don't normally do that well on attack. Although they do get the first shot, which I'm a little frustrated about. At least we killed one. Alright. This will be the last attack for these guys before they have to go back. Nice. Better than nice. You guys are in trouble. Please don't tell me I lost these guys. Okay. They may be able to hit a target on their way, but let's get them back to base for safety. Oh, nice. Okay. I've loosened up. Like, back when I played Panzer General, I probably would have thrown out these videos and restarted the scenario back in Torch when we lost a core unit. And I certainly wasn't happy about losing a core unit here either. So I might go down, like, you know, playing as the Russians, I think I'm going to have that same, like, I'm just going to need to be able to accept when we lose a core unit if I don't want to just save scum past every scenario where anything goes remotely bad for us. This is another anti-air. Is it? Air defense. Air defense, yeah. I'll let you guys live another turn so I can start getting rid of the threat. We have my bombers acting to destroy the threats to my bombers. Seems fair. You're not expected to do anything against them or them. You're also going to run out of fuel. Probably need to pull you back too, just to be safe. These guys got no experience. Or 14. Yeah, they barely got any experience, even though they freaking took down German fighters. Alright, game, whatever. Yeah, but like a row of tanks backed by artillery was just what the doctor ordered here. Okay. Well, they were they were artillery, so. Okay, this may be me getting too aggressive. Yeah. Alright, let's throw away all of our prestige here. How much have I got? Can I please see my prestige score up here where my prestige score is supposed to be shown and not whatever fucking 219. You know what? Honestly, we're not playing a full campaign. Let's just replace that. Cut their effectiveness down, but ah, boy, here we go. Here we go. So that other armor group is coming this way. I'm going to need to pull my tanks back around, but it's okay. I think what I've got coming up here are some anti-tank guns, which are not going to be able to cross a river and take a city. I'm honestly as worried about this recon car running around as anything, because it's making it so that it's really unwise to. I can't leave any of these cities open. This is probably a dumb attack. But I really do need to get these guys off the field, as it were. Oh, you know what? Let's just sit here. And let's reinforce. You can poke in there and do very little damage against this gun. But you will now really not have a way to get to that gun. I think what I need to do is... I don't know how much shit is coming up from here, but this is going to be another nasty group. I'm going to need to pull my my tanks back. I won't have the advantage of a river here, but with some artillery and some infantry here, and to start having bombers come in and beat up their tanks, we should be able to turn the tide here. Might be worth it to get elite replacements for you. Because we absolutely need to hold Kasserine. I do not want to be in a position where we're fighting to retake it. Alright. This is because I got aggressive. I don't have the advantage of artillery backing them up. I just have to hope I get... That was even losses, and considering that was a pretty nasty tank unit there, I guess I think I got to take that as a win. I mean, I was in rough terrain with good infantry, but that wasn't a Tiger. That was a oh, it's running short on fuel and stuff though. Okay, let's think carefully here. These bombers need to go home to refuel, unfortunately. But we can use them while they're on their way to get us a little information on enemy positions. Maybe that's all that's coming. You still have one shot to your name. Who do we use you against? I want to see if this, because they're stuck on a river hex. Can a Thunderbolt finish them off? It looks like it can. Beautiful. Let's just try. Be suppressed. That didn't really help. They'll be out of ammo after this fight. But I was really thinking... I was really hoping to just wipe them out. Because I'd like for these guys to take out the... the recon vehicle, but that is not going to happen. You actually have two. Okay, so let's use you, because you got one, you've got two. Let's have you finish off these tanks. Although at this point, my tanks could finish off their tanks. I might be better off using you up here. We're only going to do 3. So if you come down here and see if you can spot a little bit further of what we might be dealing with. Yeah, we do have more shit coming, including anti-aircraft, which is going to be kind of ugly. Because they're going to get underneath my bombers unless I move something to where my bombers are. Alright, you get back here. Oh, hold on a second. What if I do this? Pull you guys forward. I don't want to invite anyone to race across and directly attack my artillery, but I do want to get rid of this tank. Let's just take the risk that this infantry unit can beat a tank in open terrain and just get this tank off the field. Okay. See if I can get lucky and start softening these guys up, because I doubt they'll be able to hurt me. And I don't think this air defense vehicle is not going to get in. Okay, so it looks like we've got a bunch of infantry and shit moving through the mountains. Might have to start pulling that apart with bombers. Let's see, you've got initiative 6, you've got initiative... It's considered a soft target. It has soft attack 6, ground defense 2. You have soft attack 3, ground defense 6. Interesting. So these are glass cannons in ground combat, but I think I would be the first one to take a hit. Again, because it's not a long-term scenario, let's go ahead and use cheap reinforcements. How would I fare against you? I would beat you, but then I'd probably be pretty vulnerable against you. No, I'm pretty good against you too. Let's start using you to whittle these guys down. And of course, it doesn't go the way that it was supposed to immediately. Now I really want to get this recon truck out of the way. Because like once we've got them, then all of these northern cities here are kind of not threatened anymore. That's right, you were brought over here for a reason, and it wasn't to hang around taking additional risks. Yeah, this would not be expected to go our way. These guys might have been more useful if I employed a different strategy that employed putting a lot of points into getting powerful ground units. I could have maybe found ways to get these guys to take out German bombers, but that is not the approach we used. They are just going to get killed if I try to use them for any kind of ground combat. So let's just have them hang out here as a distraction. You're not getting through this road. You're not like, you know, bypassing these tanks and going up the road. I think it may be time. We got bridging infantry here, but they're going to be going up against armor. I wonder, could I buy a cheap artillery unit, place it here, Then you guys could move down here to start being positioned to fight anybody who's coming from this direction. Soft attack 15, ground defense 7, soft attack 6, ground defense 2, initiative 6, initiative... Well, I'm trying to figure out what would happen if they tried to use these guys to attack. I think I'll pull back 1 hex. I should have pulled you here if I'd known this was my strategy, but I changed my mind in mid-stream. All right. The real question is, are we gonna beat their forces fast enough to take all the objectives? Bearing in mind that I took higher losses than I really wanted to take here. It looks like they're running into an issue of confidence. Like, how rapidly are they willing to advance against this force? So you guys, I need to clear off of the screen. Because you're going to get in the way of my air operations. Meanwhile, they seem to be... heading up mountains and shit. Like, I don't understand why these guys are marching directly north and not using the roads, but we do need to beat them and take Gapsa. Alright, that was all my prestige, so... all my bombers are now out of juice. The precious juice. As expected, not a good idea to have anti-air fighters trying to dive bomb an anti-air vehicle, but I thought I would look and see. Precious juice. Can you bomb them safely? No, not even you. Even high-altitude bombers. It is not an advised use of said bomber. Even though you've got some ammo, let's go ahead and pull you back. Well, oh, it's so tempting. All right, let's do 1 pass against these guys. Who do get to attack. We're going to have to call it a turn after this. I just saw my timer. That actually went fairly well. I don't think these guys are... well, they're building up entrenchment, but I don't think that's that big of a thing. We would actually be expected to take losses doing that. Good to know. Oh, that was not a good use of that turn for that unit. Yuck. Oh, fuck me! So they just got spontaneously given a unit. I mean, I knew they had no air units, and I was going to fly over and see what was going on, and the AI just sometimes is given a unit. Because it has experience. It wasn't a newly purchased unit. It was just weak. So I just completely threw away a fighter unit that was a core unit. This whole campaign is being a fucking nightmare. And the German campaign, or the Russian campaign, is so much harder. I'm just going to tough it out now, because this is bullshit that happened, guys, honestly. It also means I now have, like, a fucking experienced Focke-Wulf plane in the air and no fucking... I just lost my best fighter unit. So you guys will have to come finish him off. But on the next turn, yeah, they're just gonna decimate one of my bomber units because they just are suddenly given a full strength experienced fighter plane that just appears. It didn't cost them prestige, I don't think, because if they had used prestige to buy the unit, it would have started with 0 experience. That's the game rules that I have to play by. And Zerfall is sending you guys messages, so fuck. I didn't mean for that shit to be appearing on screen. I can't. I don't even have a way to get him to. Fuck. I want to end this turn. I'm super frustrated by that. That moment right there was just. I knew as I was doing it, it's like, well, there's a chance that if there's anything over there, and you swing over their base, you could get in trouble. But I was thinking anti-air gun, not like fucking. Even though I know it's possible in the game, I was like, because it was this turn. If it had been the prior turn, it wouldn't be there. If I waited to the next turn, I would have known it was there because it would have flown out and tried to do something. So it was only on this exact turn that if I decided to try to do recon, was the game in a position to just fuck me based on the computer not playing by the same rules you do. All right. And I'm trying to like roll with. We're not playing through a full campaign as the Americans. This is my chance to show my character as a Let's Player, where I just roll with terrible rotten luck and pull together the best I can, because it's only going to affect this one scenario. If something like that happened in the British campaign, it would have, like, a dozen scenarios all would have been impacted by the fact that I threw away an experienced core unit in a situation like that. All right, let's call it a video. Well, let's see what they're going to do with that fighter on their turn, and then we'll call it a video. Oh, they can see that, can they? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, fuck. That is not good. They, instead of attacking a bomber, they attack a weakened fighter unit. Because one of them, one of my best fighter units, thrown away. So they just take out another. Now suddenly we're even in the skies again, after everything that we concentrated on to win the skies. So this has been a fucking terrible turn. Just a terrible turn. I'm going to go ahead and save it on that same file, because I'm either playing this thing through or I'm throwing the whole thing out, because I was more aggressive than I should have been on the very first turn and lost a core unit right away. When we come back next time, guys, we got to deal with that fucking wolf. And then I guess I need to slow down and just always assume that on any given turn, experienced units could just appear for the Germans. Now, if you don't understand why I'm frustrated, it's because I can't do that. There's nothing where I just get given forces. I would have to spend prestige, and if I bought new units, they would have 0 experience. Now, is it realistic that, like, Rommel would send more experienced units from the Africa Corps to this fight with the Americans? Yes, that's experience. That could be plausible and make sense. But it's not the way the game works for the player. So that's a little annoying. We'll catch you guys next time.